JG Collects back again at GameCon Land, but we ain't even talking about that con. We're talking about another con. We got the head of the table here. Not only is he a showrunner, he's an author, voice actor. He does it all. I'm with.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Jay Rich. You know me as Spider-Man. I run J1 Studios and J1 Con, all the good stuff.
Hey, yo. And how's it going this weekend?
I'm tired. I'm always tired though. I'm professionally tired because I'm working on a bunch of new games, some new shirt designs, new poster designs, reboots for our mangas, and other projects I can't really talk about that I'm actually kind of excited for.
I'm excited for you. You got a lot going on, especially when it comes to the conventions. For those who are unaware, what is J1 Con?
J1 Con is an animation and gaming expo. I'm right now, after there's one in 2025, that's part of the transition period where I want to make it more edutainment. So not only do you can be a fan of anime or gaming and all that stuff, now I'm going to show you how to be a part of that culture. So we have voice acting classes, game development classes, story building classes in animation, comic books, manga, all the stuff.
Ooh, you have a lot to offer at that con. How long does it take you to put together all this?
I mean, usually you take like a month off. I have like my board of directors that we try to plan the date as soon as possible because it's a race against the clock because there's so many conventions trying to get on certain dates. So you have to like scour the internet and to follow the other conventions, and then you put your date down. There's a whole bunch of marketing. So I take like a month off to do all that stuff, but I'm also the graphic designer and the webmaster, and I make the commercials for the convention. I also do the floor plans. I book the guests. I do a lot of stuff. But I'm also working on games and movies and TV shows and anime.
Man, when do you sleep?
I don't, because I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. Parker and Miles, I love you boys. They're my little spiders. I don't really get much because I'm also a movie critic. So I'm Monday through Wednesday. I'm usually invited by one of the studios to like cover an upcoming movie and all that stuff, and then try to find time to make a review. And then when the weekends hit, I then am doing panels and all that stuff at conventions.
That is truly amazing, man. You're a jack of all trades, but I have to know, with the rising cost of cons, conventions, everybody has just been price gouging. How are you able to keep your prices so affordable?
I sacrifice my own well-being. That's how I do it. I shouldn't be charging more for stuff. Even smaller conventions charge more than I do. But I want it to be affordable for the families that can't afford to go to like the big Comic-Cons for like $100, $200 a person. But that is also at a gamble and a risk at mine, because I'm not sponsored by anybody. I do this out of pocket. So if I have a loss, there's a loss in my pockets, like directly, not corporate funded. So yeah, like these corporate companies are damn a bad convention. They just
Yeah, they just write it off. But you're for the people. You're going to take that L, and then you're also going to figure out how to make money for yourself. That's why you do so much. But when it comes to like even getting the cosplayers, the artists, the voice actors, what are you looking for to make sure that they're a good fit for J1?
Some of it is just personal meeting with them. If I can, people can just talk to me. I know it's weird, but like a lot of people don't talk to me directly, and they'll hit up my board of directors, or they'll hit up like somebody else to contact me and just hit me up. I'm mad chill. If you have a good energy, you don't bring drama, and your following don't even have to be like stupid high. But if you have an engaging fan base, that's a person that has 200 followers that will come out to the convention is more valuable than somebody who has 100,000 followers that all they do is hit the like button. Like, that's the real of it. Because, like, I don't have like tens of thousands of followers, but the people that follow me are like directors from like Insomniac, people from Disney. There's value on who, you know, and then creating that interaction. If you vibe with me, I'm like, yo, if you have something to bring to the table, yeah, you in the comp. I don't care.
Hey, I like that, man. Make sure you're engaged. Make sure you're actually doing something. And he's not lying about not having a high following count, because I don't have one, but I got the right people following me. Con owners, voice actors, light flex real quick, you know what I'm saying? But look, before we get, yeah. And I was saying before, you had your comic right here. What is the name of your comic and what is it about?
Oh yeah, this is the mascot of the company. This story is called Super Bounty J1. She was noted as being one of the first black girls in manga to be a protagonist with their own book. I didn't know this. I'm finding all this stuff out recently. It's really dope. But this is an old book that I did back in 2006 when I started the company. And I mean, I'm going to reboot it, I promise. Just like my other story. This is like a lighthearted Ghost in the Shell type, you know, cyberpunk fun thing. This one, no. Angel Savior, yeah. People have been yelling at me for over a decade to reboot this.
And speaking of the reboots, can we get it animated?
Yeah, well, I've been executive producer of award-winning animes and stuff like that. I'm gonna be real honest with you because I have only an hour and a half sleep out of 2 days. So I'm gonna give you some raw emotions. I don't mind helping people make their dreams come true. When people gonna do that for me? I'm gonna be one. Like, I sat here and help, fund all different animes to get their projects up, games, comics. I put people on TV. I put musicians on world famous stages. I still am fighting for myself. And I find it weird. You know what I mean? Like, the longest running black owned anime convention, creating a lot of black firsts in pop culture. And people still, they just want from me. And I don't mind giving, but when my turn at? Support some stuff. I'm just saying, just being real.
Nah, that's real valid, man. Longest black running anime convention. When are y'all going to share love? When are the bigger cosplayers? When are the bigger voice actors? Even sponsorships, man. When y'all going to come out and support and help bro out?
Yeah. I mean, no, for real though, I do this out of pocket. I'll get, like, how many of y'all got the guts to do this? Do any of it. I'm not even talking just the convention part, but doing the game development. All this stuff rides on my pockets, on my brand. If I fail, if I take a loss, that's gonna hurt my household. Bro, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, there's no corporate company that's gonna have my back.
So is this the time that you need to start a crowdfunding, GoFundMe?
And that's the thing, in the conventions owner world, if you do a crowdfunding, you're like looked at as desperate. And I mean, maybe at this point now I am. I don't know. But I just feel weird about it because I wouldn't even know what to do with that. Like, I don't know.
Maybe a charity event that can help sponsor J1 Con. We have Origins of Play here. Maybe we could come up with something to help put money in the pocket to make J1 Con succeed.
Yeah, I'm just tired of gambling my own money. I see all these other conventions getting other money, you know what I'm saying? Just throw me some dollars, yo. Help a brother out.
Yeah, man, sponsors, y'all heard that. Help him out, man. We're trying to grow this convention. We're trying to make it more than what it is already. And speaking of the convention, do you have any dates available for next year?
Listen here, brother. I will tell you when. We're looking at January 1st. Not the convention, but our announcement for stuff like the convention. And I'm bringing back Cosplay Prom. There will be other new games in development that will be coming out soon. And I might be working with a couple major anime studios about a certain very popular video game or something.
So y'all heard that, man? First of the year, there's going to be some major announcements. Make sure you stay tuned. And people want to follow you to hear those announcements. Where can they find you?
You can find me at J1 Studios. Yeah, just come on to check out j1studios.com. You know, find this official J1 Studios on Instagram, on TikTok, where you can find J1 Studios. You know, just Google us. We're Googleable. I said it, Googleable.
Make sure you Google, make sure you follow, make sure you support the comic, support all that this man is doing, because he's doing a lot for the people out there. I'm JG Collects, and like that, we're out.
Appreciate it. That was funny.